Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. So, Incursions is up, and as you can see, maybe by the red banner around the screen, I am on the other server right now. We got a raid going, and no, I will not show you where it is. We are currently winning. We will see how long that holds up. Check at the scoring. 1 for hull damage as an invader, 1 for hull damage as a defender. I feel like that is the same. Raid. Still get more points for raiding. Part of it is because there are more resources to be had with an amalgam than, hitting a ship. Well, it depends on the ship. But still, it does feel like one of the critiques that we had last time was you should be getting more points for engaging in PvP, actively engaging in PvP, instead of hitting a base that isn't online. However, take a look at some of the leaderboards and milestones in the Incursion bucket. This is a standard event, completionist, completing the milestone, and placing in leaderboards. Still the same rewards. I mean, first place is 650 trade XP. Yes, we talked about, well, maybe I didn't talk about it, but it has been talked about. Here it is. They didn't increase this. These definitely need to be increased. I mean, that's nothing. I have no encouragement from that leaderboard. That's nothing. 7,500 Syndicate XP is nice, but when you need over 200,000 for your next level, 7,500 doesn't seem like too much. Now, the 28 Una shards, that is kind of a lot, but I don't really care that much about Una anymore. She has impulse speed and it is nice, but there no longer is a hostile crew that everybody's going to use. Because you got OG Pike, you got New Pike, you got Janeway, you got 5 is still a good one. So the chances that you're always going to use Una, so her value has kind of gone down. Do researches. This is something we saw before. Yes, you understand that you want to give people that don't actively participate in incursions something to do. Like, I guess, get points for researches. Okay. But again, these officer shards are low. And I would say these axionic chips, they're somewhat low. I mean, I think for a first place and maybe second and third place, they're okay. But I don't know about some of these other ones. They're pretty low. That's not even a full pull of the whatever super duper exocomp pull there is. I don't even remember what the hell it's called, because I almost never do it. What is this one? The champion PvP wins. See, I don't do too much of that. I do have a few points, but and what? This was first place. 5,000 subspace relays. Now, yeah, mine is only 2,500 to level up, but my subspace relay is like 13. So I feel like this isn't that much. This isn't enough. That was first place. See some of the rest of these. 6 through 10. That's not even one level for where my bracket should have their subspace relay. They're too low. What is this? The rating. Yeah, I guess ROM kind of makes sense. I think the shards are low. Also, he's in transporter pattern, so not sure that really matters here. 15,000. So for 1, 2, and 3, I think it's probably the correct-ish number, maybe. I still say, what's that, 3 levels? You for first place in the Raider, and you get maybe 3 levels. Maybe. What is it? How many subspace relay things do you need if your station is at, let's say your subspace station is at 30? I don't know if 15 is going to do it, but okay. Even this one, because the rare officer shards, people like in Strike Team, no sourcing for Strike Team. Well, all the Strike Teams are in the Incursions store, which is nice, but they're what, 200 a piece? So you can get 5 with this milestone. 5 a month. That's it. Not sure that's enough. All right, enough of this garbage going over how much I hate the scoring mechanic. I had a video the other day about my base. God, I hate all this shit. Really, I can't. What am I looking for? I want to talk about the battle log. All right, let's see. All right. I still don't get that. I still don't get why I can't look at the battle log. But however, the comments, and I do appreciate the engagement and the tips. Love that. Can't remember the name off the top of the head, but we were talking about how to use Tau and partners for Tau suggested that I might try Pike, Moreau, and Tau. So I did. Put them on the amalgam because, again, I say I would like to be doing other things, not just sitting there defending base. So I put them on the amalgam. And what did I do with the burners? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Put it on a Fortunate. So the Fortunate would get hit because it's smaller before the amalgam, which is what you want, because hopefully Nero, well, of course you're not going to tell me what he actually does. 2 rounds, Nero, if he procs. And Giorgio is also 2 rounds. So hopefully, if it does get taken out, you don't want your burner crew last, because that burn is gonna last a round or 2. And yes, if they get taken out, then no more burn. But if it gets down to them being taken out, most likely, and I did it again. Keep hitting the wrong button because I want to talk to you guys at the same time. Most likely, the next ship that's going down is your Tau ship, so it's not that big a deal. Little back button right there. That's what I should be hitting. Duh. Okay, so the idea here is an additional 120% plus your normal 100% for 220% of Tau's officer ability. And generally any officer ability that you put next to him. There are a few that don't accept Pike's boost, but most of them do. So 220% of 5% is 11%. So 11% around. Take a look at the bar over here. That does look like more than 50% to me. Check the battle log. Battle went 5 rounds. So you can see that it does work. And people have been saying that it does work. But here is, photographic evidence that it does work, in case you were wondering. Here's all the things popping. What I want to talk about hull breaching. Okay. Here's 13 million critical hit. What was I getting earlier? Oh, that's a Corvus. Okay. About 13 million critical hit. Now, with your guns, there's no way, unless there's a research later on, to increase the critical hit chance of your guns, which sucks. But, as you can see, now I do have a prime that increases my crit chance by 20%. And with 6 guns, I'm probably going to get 1 each salvo. But you can notice the difference here. 13 million to 2 million. 7 million off this hull instead of 1 million off this hull. So, hull breach is going to enhance that. So you definitely want a hull breacher. That's what I wanted to talk about. What did I do with the other Orion that had Ortegas on it? Well, yes, I do have Interceptor Strike Team, and that's where my hull breach comes from. But you might be off the station. You might be, chasing an amalgam that was raiding one of your friends. So on and so forth. So having a backup hull breacher is not a bad idea. And I also went with Strike Team Lon as captain here, just for more burning. Never have too much burning, especially if you're using Tau. So, survive chance to burn players ships for 3 rounds per hit when you're on a battleship. So, there's that. Oh, and I probably have shown this before, but if you were wondering about Bones, his small boost and boosting Harrison, you can see it here again. This is the first round. You see, I'm not hitting shields at all. 0 shield health, 0, 0, 0. None of it is going to the shields. What I did want to do is take Bones off of Captain and see. Not 100% sure I need Bones. It's possible that just Harrison would do it. I don't know. I don't think so. I still think there's another 5% in there. So the boost with boosting Harrison with Bones is kind of necessary. And here you go again, because I am boosting Strike Team Una, no shields. Because again, remember I was saying 2.2 times. She's at 25%. 2.2 is 50 or more than 50%, but you only need to get to 100%. So there is that. Big ass shit. Whew. 963 million. And you didn't even take out all my ships. Go me and my followers commenting, giving me suggestions. Thank you. Comment below. How is Incursions going for you? You have any battle celebrations to share like this? What do you think of Pike Moreau boosting Tau? Have you tried it? Can you think of anybody else that may go with Tau? Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, commanders. Or shields down if you want some of this.